Yo, what's up, my people? It's Viktor Wilt, and it's the noon hour of madness and mayhem, Viktor Wilt Show edition. How are you doing? Happy Friday. We've just about made it through the week. I'm trying to crush these tasks. What I'd really like to do during this hour, because I'm sitting here crushing tasks and I'm not going to be able to leave the studio, is answer some live calls. We could do a little bit of Ask Me Almost Anything, but that's up to all of you listening right now. Is there something you want to ask me? Call me up right now. Let's do it live. 208-535-1015. You know, keep it within reason. Let's not be unpleasant. But, I don't know. You could call and ask me about great shows I've seen this year, or, I don't know, my thoughts on this and that. It's, again, up to you. But that's what I'd like to do. It sounds more fun than me just digging up some kind of crap and going, here's a list of this or that, or look at these little factoids I was reading. Like, you know, I was looking at this list of sounds that people should know mean immediate danger. All right, so that would be informative, right? You might learn something that could save your life. But it doesn't sound as fun as just answering your questions. I'd much prefer just answer your calls and chat with you, because that's some of the most fun you can have in radio. So again, 208-535-1015. If you want to ask me a question, we can do Ask Me Almost Anything. But I guess in the meantime, we'll talk about sounds that people should know mean immediate danger. Now, we don't deal with this here, but apparently in swampy and marshy areas of certain parts of the U.S., place where there are gators, if you hear a chirping sound that sounds kind of like a laser gun from a sci-fi movie, that is a baby alligator calling, and you better get. You need to get, because if you get between the baby and its mother, you're going to have a bad time. Okay? You ever seen video of a gator doing the roll? You know, bites down on somebody and, maybe rips their arm right off? You don't want that to happen to you. It's no fun. Let's go to the phones. K-Bear, you are live on the show. Keep that in mind. Who's this?
It's JD.
JD, why are you making so much racket?
Because I'm working.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sitting behind it. I'm not sitting behind the desk answering phone calls.
Hey, well, I am working at the same time. I'm like churning out commercials. I'm picking up Peach's slack because he's gone, so I got to do all his work. So
that's a lot of slack.
You're right. You're right. So
yeah. So my question for you is: so when is Jay going to let Becca be a regular guest?
Well, I haven't been told I can't have her as a guest. I think I can drag her in here anytime I'd like. If he wants her to be a regular guest, he needs to give her a job. And
I agree. I think that's all right.
Based on what I know about management and giving me budget, they tend to not do that. So
shoot.
I would need budget, and I don't know. I guess local businesses buy more ads, so I have more budget. Plus, we deliver results. Our listeners are hardcore. They listen all day. So if you want to get some bang for your advertising buck, K-Bear is the way to go.
Really?
No, yeah. And our listeners support the businesses that support K-Bear. Like we got some Alpine Jewelers coming up. Get yourself, Valentine's right around the corner. Alpine loves K-Bear, so you should love Alpine.
I should love Alpine, huh?
That's right. They support us, so they're the best.
For some reason, that sounds like it costs me money, though.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Annette would really like if you got her something nice for Valentine's Day from Alpine Jewelers.
Oh, I'll tell you what I got her, but it won't be on air.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. I'll tell you off air what I got Becca for her birthday, because I planned way ahead and I knocked it out of the park, I think. So, but yeah, it's a secret.
Good.
It's a secret.
Is it another pet? Is it another pet?
Heck no, it's not another pet. We have too many pets as it is. We have a zoo. I was just messaging her about bugs. So
Bugs. We need the damn bugs for the damn gecko.
that's right. Need the bugs. So there you go, JD. So I don't have an answer for that question. But,
Well,
all right.
hold on.
Yeah, you're
All right. Talk to me.
All right, see you, JD. Bye. K-Bear, you are live on the show. Who's this?
Hey, is this Victor?
This is Victor.
Hey, it's Shell, man. What are you doing?
Shell, I am sitting here doing way too much work, and so I'm just taking listener calls for the noon hour of madness and mayhem if people have questions for me.
Oh, I don't have a question, but I have a request.
Oh, all right, that's sort of a question. What's your request?
You want to play me some Dance Macabre for my birthday?
Happy birthday, Shell. Yes, I could play you a little bit of Ghost for your birthday. I'll throw it up after the next break.
All right, cool, thanks.
And happy birthday once again.
See you later.
Right on. See ya.
Bye.
All right. So we got some Ghost coming up. We got JD asking why I don't have a co-host. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to have a co-host. But again, Jade and his budgets, he doesn't want to give me the money to do that. Shame. So throughout this hour, I'm going to continue trying to do Ask Me Almost Anything. But again, it's up to you listeners to make this happen. That would be the most fun. Otherwise, I guess we'll just talking about sounds that mean you're going to die. Okay. And maybe you need to hear them because they might save your life. But I don't know, taking calls is more fun. So I'm going to take a quick break. You've got, I'll give you like 10 minutes. Sit around and think about a question for me for like 10 minutes, and then I'll be back, and let's chat it up. Let's have some fun on a Friday. We're rolling into the weekend. I get to do live radio, so let's do some live radio. All right? This is the noon hour of madness and mayhem, Viktor Wilt Show edition. Again, holding out hope that we can have some fun this hour instead of just talking useless factoids. But that's up to you. If you'd like to ask me almost anything, call me up right now. We'll do it live. 208-535-1015. Yeah, if anything you're curious my thoughts on, within reason, call me up. 208-535-1015. I'd much rather chat with you than simply share facts about sounds that you know mean immediate danger. But if that's what I get stuck doing, that's fine, because it will, potentially save your life. I'm doing a service to the community by letting you know about these sounds. It's just more fun to talk with you than just yap myself. So call me up. 208-535-1015. All right, steel structures. They might moan and creak, but they should never pop or bang. So if you're like under some, big steel structure, I don't know, radio tower, and it sounds like someone's hitting it with a hammer, get out of there fast. All right? Something bad about to happen. All right, let's go to the phones here. K-Bear, you are live on the show. Who's this?
It's Brandon again.
It's who again?
Brandon.
Brandon, what's up,
Voice
dude?
guy. Not too much. I just pulled over the road and figured I'd get a quick call because I had a question. I actually have a question that involves radio.
All right, what's your question, man?
All right. I love K-Bear, great music, but I'm wondering why certain bands don't get played on not just K-Bear, but pretty much every radio station I've heard my entire life.
Okay.
Bands like Ween, RX Bandits, King Gizzard, and the Lizard Wizard. Is there some law that prevents you guys from playing music from those bands, or is it a legal thing, or
No.
is there a royalty related thing?
No, I mean, sometimes, like with K-Bear, the band's got to, fit the format. And we also, base a lot of things on popularity. We have played numerous tracks from King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. And
Nice.
yeah, and over on Alt 101, on K-Bear, or 101.5 HD2, or if you download the Alt 101 app, I know we play Ween and RX Band. It's there as well. It's
okay, cool.
more of an alternative centric station. So, I mean, I haven't listened to either of those bands in a bit, and I'd have to pull up some songs and then look at some numbers and things. If there's something that fit good on K-Bear, I mean, I can play whatever I want. So,
yeah, cool.
So
Excellent.
Yeah.
I was going to do a voice when I answered, but I'm going to save that for when Peaches gets back.
That sounds good,
you
man.
Both dig it. All right, man.
We'll have a good one.
Talking, Dave. Yeah, you too.
Peace. K-Bear, you're live on the show. Who's this?
This is Pete again.
Hey, what's up, man? What you got for me?
Hey, so you've been in radio for a while. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this, but are there... Well, two questions. One is, who do you think the most overrated band is? And two, who is the biggest punk, I guess you'd say, that you've interviewed that's in a band?
Okay. Let me think. Overrated bands. I got to bring up a list here. And now when you talk about overrated bands, that tends to be an opinion-based question, I guess.
Sure.
Sure. Overrated. I'm kind of scrolling here because a lot of bands that a lot of people like really, really like. Sometimes I look at their level of popularity and I go, why are they so huge? And it doesn't mean I dislike them. I'm just like, why is that band as massive as they are? The current band, this is going to make a lot of listeners mad because they're going to be like, he was dissing them, even though I'm not. I don't know why they're as huge as they are. Bad Omens right now, I'd say, because I don't know. Just to me, I don't really get into their stuff. I mean, the songs are good. They're nice guys. We've had them in studio. They put on a good show. But I mean, they're playing the Delta Center. I mean, they are so massive that I just kind of go, I personally don't get it myself. But as far as jerks I've interviewed, who's the biggest jerk I've interviewed? See, bands tend to be nice to you when you're a radio person. Like when I've been just a fan at shows, bands have not been so nice. Like back in the day, Fear Factory, when I met them when I was a teenager, it seemed like everybody in that band was a jerk. But then you meet them as a radio person, they treat you a little bit differently. Biggest jerk I've personally dealt with, not in an interview situation, but just with the way they treated the staff at a show as radio people, would be OTEP.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, OTEP, she's a female rock artist. She, is the front person of her band called OTEP. And she was just terrible to Brad Royal. I think we had some kind of a meet and greet going on or something, and she was just awful. So that one really comes to mind. I mean, it was bad enough that I contacted like the label people and was like, what is going on here? Why is my staff getting treated so badly? Because, we were promoting the show and, trying to support her, and I don't know what her problem was. She, having a bad day or something, but yeah, I don't know. Most of the time bands are really cool. So, yeah.
Did you ever interview the lead singer of Trapped?
I did. And I have actually hung out with him a few different times. And back in the day, he was great. One of the best listener promotions we did was we went and had lunch with Trapped at the Frosty Gator. He did, some acoustic stuff. Super nice. I hung out with him in Vegas at a rock radio convention. But he's one of those guys that the pandemic, it messed up his brain a bit, and he switched into this different guy. And now he seems to just be, I haven't talked to him personally. Well, we did have a Facebook disagreement one day. He just kind of flipped into a totally different person. But back in the day, one of the nicest dudes I could possibly imagine. and was wonderful with our listeners. But I don't know what happened to that guy.
Yeah, I've heard that from multiple people, so that's why I was asking. So,
but
all right, man. Well, that's all I got for you.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate the call. Have a good weekend.
All right. Yep. Take care.
Peace. K-Bear, you are live on the show. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, boss? This is Stuart.
Stuart, just chilling, man. What's up? What do you want to know?
My kids want to know if you have a favorite breed of cat.
A favorite breed? You know, not necessarily. Like there are breeds I've been interested in, like getting because they're unique looking and things like that. But all the cats I've had have just been generally, you know, I've had a Himalayan cat. He was cool. I've had lots of just American short-haired cats. You know, Lucy's some kind of mutt. Coop is just a black cat. And, you know, all cats have a totally different personality, so I don't really have a favorite breed.
Have you ever had a ginger cat?
A ginger cat? An orange cat?
Yeah.
I have not. I know they're... What are they known for? Is it having a bad attitude, or...?
They're just kind of moody. You know, they're kind of like teenagers.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Lucy's the moodiest cat I know. She's got a little bit of orange in her, and she's just, she could be the sweetest little cat ever, but if you're like, she'll walk up to you and get about 2 feet away, and you're like, come here, and then she'll just stare at you, and then you get up to try to grab her, and she just runs away. Yeah, she's got to be on her own terms when it comes to coming to you, so she's definitely got an attitude on her. But then, like Koopa, he's just a mental case. He just all of a sudden you stand up from a sleep and just start just yowling and you're like, "What's your problem?" And then he'll come over and he just wants attention. So I don't know. They're all weird. But and no favorite breed in particular. I like them all.
Right on.
So. Well, appreciate the call, Stuart. Hope you and your daughter have a great weekend, man.
Son.
Oh, I thought you said daughter.
No, I think I said kid, but it's
maybe
okay.
you said kid. So sorry, Stuart's son.
All good.
Right on, man. Well, I appreciate the call, and you guys all have a great weekend.
For sure. You too, man.
Right on. Peace.
Peace.
All right, to the other folks who were calling, feel free to call me back if you'd like. 208-535-1015. Do a couple little more factoids that might save your life in the meantime till those callers call back in. Where was that tab? Okay. Let's see. If you backcountry ski, you may have heard a deep whoomph. If you hear a whoomph, that's the sound made when a layer of the snowpack collapses, and usually thousands of pounds of snow above that layer settles. And if you are on a slope of over 25 degrees, that whoomph can be the first sign you're about to be swept away in an avalanche. So that sounds horrifying. Yet another reason you're not going to catch me on the slopes. Ugh, getting buried in an avalanche. It sounds like my worst nightmare. My worst nightmare. I hate snow, so can you imagine just being buried in snow? Oh, be terrible. Be an absolute nightmare. So hopefully that's something that none of you ever have to deal with. It's very frightening. Let's see. Again, if you want to call me and ask me any kind of question, 208-535-1015 is the number to call. We've talked bands that were jerks. We've talked overrated bands. Maybe I killed the bit by saying that just right this second, I think Bad Omens is overrated. Again, it's just because they're not one of my personal favorites. And so for them to be that massive, like that huge, I think they should be a big band. But to be playing, the Delta Center, I'm like, wow. K-Bear, you were live on the show. Who's this?
Hey, this is your wife.
It's my wife. You have a question for the show?
I don't know. What do you want to know? Let's see. Okay. Did you know today is Fireball Friday at Muddy's?
Fireball Friday at Muddy's. I did not. I was unaware of that, and that is a promotion or deal that I'm not going to, take advantage of. I'm not a fan of the cinnamon liquor. It's
no, and here's my other husband, by the way.
Hey, Robert, this is Dog.
Hey.
Victor. Hi.
What's up, dog? How's it going?
I'm just hanging on to your wife for you so nobody steals her away. You know how it works.
All right, good. Keep an eye on her.
I'll do that, my friend.
Don't worry, Victor. This is your bartender, Valerie. I will make sure nobody touches her.
All right.
And I will keep an eye on her instead.
Very nice.
Hey, Victor. Bye, Victor.
Hey, and Buffalo Bob wants to say hi too.
All right.
Hey, you. Have a good day.
Hey, you too. Good to hear from you, Bob.
I love you, baby.
Love you too. Sounds like you're having a lot more fun than me. I'm stuck here catching up on Peach's work and doing all my own work. And I don't know.
Oh, guess what? I get to see you soon. So
You do get to see me soon. I don't know. At this rate, maybe I'll just keep crushing work and I'll be like, Jade, I didn't get to go to lunch. Just let me leave. So
yeah, just tell him. Just say I want to go home an hour early.
Well, yeah, because geez, by the time I get done with the stuff I'm working on and the noon hour, I could go home and then I'm going to come back and there's going to be like an hour left. So yeah, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Kind of pointless at this point. So
Everybody in I knows his place.
well, you guys have fun. You behave yourself. All right.
Oh, really?
That's right. No Fireball Friday.
We're dancing on the bar. We're getting down.
Oh, gee. All right. Well,
we're getting crazy.
All right. Well, maybe I'll join you in a bit if I can get out of here early.
Okay. Bye,
right.
baby.
Bye. All right. So there you go. It's Friday. I hope everybody's having fun. 208-535-1015, the number to call if you want to ask me almost anything. Been getting some good questions and some fun callers. Let's see. Back to me, keeping the community safe in the meantime till we get calls. If you hear the sound of a downed power line, it's not going to just be like, it's not going to hum. It's going to sound exactly like bacon frying. So if you're walking down the road and you hear sizzling, and they say shuffle away immediately. They say shuffling is the important bit as well. Lifting your feet risks electricity arcing through your body. So don't run, shuffle like just... There you go. Just keep both feet on the ground, ankles close together at all times until you're a safe distance away. Look at this. I can submit this for issues reporting. I'm helping keep people safe. All right? I didn't know that. If I heard a down power line, I'd run. Next thing you know, zap. That would suck. K-Bear, you're live on the show. Who's this?
Hey, Carl, man, how you doing?
Good. What's up, Crazy Carl? What do you want to know?
Oh, man, so if you were not a DJ, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Oh, geez.
For work. Right.
Like, I mean,
what would your dream job, if you weren't a DJ, if you could pick any job at all, what would you do?
My dream job when I was growing up was to be a rock star, be in a band and tour and put out albums and, because I love writing music. I love performing live. It's just very hard to make any money doing that. And then when my kids were born, I needed to have full-time work. So I got lucky. I got very lucky, and I knew someone in radio, Howie Rock. He gave me a very part-time job working on Saturdays, running the board. And then I just slowly over many years, worked my way up the ladder, learning every little thing I could, and here I am today. Now, if I got fired from radio today, I don't think I'd immediately be like, all right, I'm going to go get in the van and tour. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably attempt to start doing a show from home because I have all the gear to do it. And I would hope that with listener support, Patreon and things like that, maybe I could pull it off and somehow do similar things from home. But I don't know what I'd do. I'd be screwed if I got fired because I'm not going to go get a radio job in Arkansas or something.
No, right. Oh, that's funny.
Because you have to wait for people to die or get fired to get a new job in radio. I mean, that's how it works.
Oh, right. I mean, they're there for. I mean, how long do you see yourself doing this? Do you think? I mean, do you have like a cap where you're like, okay, I'm 64 years old. Is there a limit on your time? Do you think that you're going to be a DJ?
Right now, I certainly hope the bosses are going to keep me around for a long time because, like kids, go to school, get yourself a backup plan because guess who don't have a backup plan? That's right, this guy right here. So I'd like to do it as long as I can. I mean, geez, how old's Howard Stern? Howard Stern's in his 70s or something, and he's still going. So
Right. Yeah, no kidding. Kidding.
Yeah, the cap on it would be if I somehow had enough money that I didn't need to work anymore, I'd be like, peace.
Right.
And Howard Stern makes $100 million a year, and he's still going. Just signed another, 3-year deal or something.
Right. I mean, when you're making that kind of money, you can't stop. Yeah, no doubt.
Dude, if I made $100 million a year, I would be retired in a year.
Yeah, right?
I'd be done.
It'd take me 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, I'm at 50 mil. Bye.
I'm out.
I'm going to have fun the rest of my life. Yeah, Howard Stern, man. 72 years old, and he's got 3 more years at least.
Dang, that's insane. Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
No, and you got to do what I just told my daughter, when you go to work in the mornings and you're just like, I can't wait to get to work and hang out with my buddies. And it's not like you're driving to work on, oh man, I got to deal with this guy today and I got to do the things, I mean, when you love your job, it's not even work, I mean, find something you love to do and stick with it,
Well, when I look at the clock and it's 12:45, I love my job a lot more than when I look at the clock and it's 6 a.m. I'll tell you that.
No doubt.
Right now, I'm like, hey, this is a great job. But when I got here this morning, it was like, I want to go back to bed.
No doubt. Oh, man. Well, no, you're doing a great job, man. Absolutely love the show and listen all day long. I mean, you're out 4 more hours than I am, but you're getting there a lot earlier. But I listen to the show every day, man.
Well, thanks, Carl. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate the call today. And you have yourself an awesome weekend, man.
Oh, you too, man. Oh, you better go get your girl, man, before she gets too much of that Fireball in her.
She better not be drinking Fireball. My goodness.
Oh, right on. All right, well, hey, you have an awesome weekend, man. We'll talk to you next week.
You too, Carl. See ya.
All right, we'll see you, man.
Bye. All right, everybody, I'm going to take a break. You've got, we'll give it about 8 minutes for you to think up any other questions you'd like to ask me before the end of the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem. So get thinking. I'd much rather be doing this, chatting with you, than talking about life-saving little factoids and tips and tricks. But if I have to do that, that's how we'll end the show. So you think up some questions, and let's see, what song am I going to talk after so you're aware when to call? Hold on. Hang on here. I guess we'll go after Chili Pepper's Scar Tissue, okay? That's going to be coming up here in a few minutes. I'll jump on the air. If we got calls, we'll do it. If not, you get some tips and tricks on how to not die. It's the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem. Viktor Wilt Show edition will return to normal Monday when Peaches makes his return. Now, today, I would prefer if we continue doing Ask Me Almost Anything, because it's more fun than me just giving you facts that might save your life. 208-535-1015, the number to call if you'd like to chat with me and ask me almost anything within reason. But in the meantime, in case we don't get any callers, I'm going to try to keep you safe. We're talking sounds that people should know mean imminent danger. And this one I would imagine you're not going to have to deal with, but I don't know, maybe you take a trip overseas, you're out in the jungle somewhere. If you hear what sounds like a really fat guy belly laughing, run. That would be a hippopotamus laughing, and it's probably going to come and rip you into two pieces. Yeah, just rip you right in half. You ever seen hippo eating watermelon, something like that? Yeah, they will crush you and destroy you, and you will die. All right? You don't want to monkey around with hippos, okay? All right. Now, if you're ever out on a boat, a ship, I guess, and you hear 7 short blasts, then 1 long blast on a ship's horn or alarm system, it's the same everywhere. It's called the General Emergency Signal, and it means get a life jacket immediately and get to the assembly point because you might need to abandon ship. You might need to get, you might be the Titanic going down. I don't know. You ain't going to catch me out on a boat, all right? Nope. Not after all the stories recently about cruise ships and norovirus and people just getting sick. I ain't going to deal with that. No way. Let's see here. What are some other sounds that people should know mean you're about to die? If you work in a lab and you hear quiet, calm, and polite, everyone, please stay exactly where you are. That sounds terrifying. You working out at the site? Yikes. Let's see. Oh, if you're under a tree and you hear a cracking noise, just run. Big branches, they kill lots of people. All right? They're heavy. You ever tried to move a big branch that's broke off your tree? Sucks. Yeah, sucks bad. Okay, what else do we got for sounds that might mean you're about to die? I mean, I would assume big sirens going off anywhere aren't good. If you're in the forest, nowhere near a railroad, and you hear what sounds like a train coming. Oh, that's a forest fire crowning. That's when fire works its way off the forest floor and starts spreading through the treetops. Yikes. It sounds like a train. Oh, scary. Let's see. Beekeeper here. When you're about to open a pleasantly humming hive and it suddenly goes silent. That means all 60,000 bees are aware you're there. Guess who's not ever going to do beekeeping? Huh? I know one guy, and that guy is me. If you ever hear someone yell duck, just hit the ground. Who knows what it could be, but generally people don't yell that as a prank, right? Duck! Yeah, something about to crack your skull. All right? This one says if you hear a woman screaming in the woods, it's probably a bobcat. Now, will bobcats just attack you? They sure look cute, don't they? I mean, you know me. I'm a cat guy. We talked about cats earlier on the show. I mean, I think if you hear a woman screaming in the woods, you should probably investigate. Let's listen to a bobcat sound. Can we pull that up on YouTube here? I got to hear what this sounds like. Bobcat screaming. Come on, computer. Come on. All right, bobcat screaming. Okay, crazy bobcat screams. That should work. All right, let's fire it up. Oh, this content isn't available. Try again later. Give me a break. Come on. What's your problem, YouTube? Why you suck? Why you gotta suck like that? The scariest sound in the woods. Okay, bobcat scream in woods. Does this work? What is going on? Why is every content not available? Is YouTube hating on me right now? There we go. This guy better not swear. People need to learn how to edit their videos and chop the empty beginning out. Just get to it. Oh, he did swear. Oh, I had to dump out. Sorry. Did you get to hear the screaming? I had to dump out because the guy goes, "What the blank is that?" Hopefully the dump button worked. Jeez, I've had to use the dump button a bunch of times today. Bobcat screaming does sound scary. Let's go to the phones here. K-Bear, you're live on the show. Who's this?
It's Stuart Griffin. Hey, Victor. Cool whip. That's Brandon. No, you were talking about interviewing jerks earlier.
Yeah.
I have something I can add to that, if that's all right. It's not a question. It's just a short little anecdote.
Okay, sure.
The worst person I ever met, I was doing security at Union Station, and Senator John Kerry did a campaign speech while I was away from the building, but it was my job to rendezvous with him on the elevator and escort him and his Secret Service goons down to the basement level so they could get in their limo.
Mm-hmm.
When they got on board the elevator with me, and I pushed the down button, and I turned towards him, it's like, "Sir, I've been away from the building. How did your campaign speech go?" And he looks at me, and he's like, "Shut up. Don't you talk to me, you little peon." And then his goons, and then his goons actually started to reach into their jackets like they're going to pull a gun out.
Oh, my
goodness. And whatever. So I froze with fear, and I just kept my eyes on the panel until they got off the elevator, and then I told my dispatcher about it, and they didn't believe me.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I will tell you this. You're not the first person who has told me that John Kerry is a jerk. So,
oh, really?
I'm not going to say who's told me that, but I have heard it from somebody else who had a first-person encounter with him, and he does sound like a jerk. And I think a lot of politicians are that way. There's a local woman, I think, up in Boise or somewhere there. She's running for some kind of office later this year, and she was trying to set up a debate with another current legislator, and he was a real turd to her in this video. It's like, dude, you serve the people. Act like a normal human being. You ain't just better than us because you're in this position of power. So,
right.
So,
yeah, some people. Maybe it's the
man.
Power going to their head.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate the call, Brandon, and hope you have a really good weekend, man.
All right, you too, man.
Right on. Peace. All right, everybody. That's it. It's the show, the noon hour of madness and mayhem. And I'll be back on Monday, the usual time, bright and early. Well, dark and early, bringing you, whatever kind of crap I find to talk about. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Peaches will be back on Monday as well, so all back to normal around here. I'm going to get back to the tedious tasks that I need to complete. And, I just hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you listening as always. Appreciate your support of K-Bear. You're the best. And now we'll just get back to letting you listen to music, all right? See you later. Thank you again for tuning in to the Viktor Wilt Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.